Namaste all of you and welcome you all to the RSV Group of Schools YouTube channel. In the sequence of discussion of chapter 3rd, Mineral and Power Resources, we are moving on to the second topic, that is characteristics of minerals. Every matter, minerals are the matter. Every matter is having its own properties, its own characteristic features. Similarly, minerals are also having their characteristic features. Characteristic features are the features by which we can identify, we can recognize anything. Like say for example, with its color, by the help of its size, its shape, texture, combination, everything by which we can identify. Like see, person to person, the shape of the face, body, everything varies. Similarly, in the minerals also, their location, their property, their physical and especially chemical features, chemical combination, chemical composition varies mineral to mineral. In the form of definition, if we want to define, we can define the minerals that, as I told you earlier, we are adding something more in the definition, that minerals are the substances which are having similar physical properties but different chemical composition. Now, what are those properties? As I told you in the definition just now, I have given that minerals are the matter which are having similar physical properties but different chemical combinations. So starting with that, the very first characteristic feature of a mineral, that minerals which we obtain through environment above the crust or down the crust in the form of two different types, metals and non-metals. So write it down. Minerals includes metals. I am writing in capital letter so that you can identify easily. Minerals and its vice versa, that is metal and non-metals. These two includes minerals. In the language of science, we can call them as elements. हम इन्हें और क्या कह सकते हैं? If we combine metals and non-metals, we can call it as elements. Second thing, characteristics. Now we will study separately of metals and non-metals both. So I am writing in the form of table, that is first metals, and here I am mentioning non-metals so that we can separate them. I'll write the basic properties of metals and non-metals. The very first property by which a metal can be separated from non-metal, that is, metal are lustrous while non-metals do not. Again, metals are shiny. Actually, what happens, say for example sodium. Sodium you all know is a metal. If we cut down sodium from any of the surface, any of the plane, it will shine. Exceptions are everywhere. So metals are shiny, but non-metals, they are rough enough. If we touch the surface of the metals, if we take the surface of metals in the presence of a bulb or light or in the front of sunlight, it will shine. But if we will bring the surface of a non-metal in the front of a light or sunlight, it will not shine. C point. Metals are hard, while non-metals are smooth enough. Why I am writing smooth enough? As compared with metals. These are the three basic properties. One more property we will discuss, that next, metals are ductile. Now here we got a new word, that is ductile. Ductile means, ductility is the property of metals when we hammer them after heating to a particular temperature. When we hammer on it, the metal will start spreading. So we can drive metals into sheets and wires. While non-metals are fragile. Fragile, the word fragile means what? Fragile means if we hammer on the surface of a non-metal, it will break down. It will break into small pieces. We cannot drive it into the form of sheets and wires. Now here is the turn of examples of metals and non-metals. We are moving with the examples of metals. We are having so many examples of metal with us. Iron, copper. Do you all know that from copper wires are made? Likewise, gold. It is a metal? Yes. Jewelry is made from this. In the case of example of non-metals, we have limestone, we have sandstone, and other like rhyolite. Rhyolite basically is a rock. इन रूम्स, जब हम लोग घर वगैरह बनाते हैं तो रूम्स के ऊपर जो स्लैब्स पड़ती हैं, दैट इज rhyolite. So all these are the characteristics of minerals by which we can differentiate with. One more property is left, that non-metals we obtain at shallow depth or above the crust, and metals we can obtain at a huge depth under the crust because they need a tremendous amount of pressure and tremendous amount of heat. So metals are formed with the help of metamorphic rocks. Which rocks? Metamorphic rocks. And non-metals are found or present in igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks. So in the next class, we'll discuss about the rocks and how these metals get deposited. Till then, namaste all of you.